Hello everybody, I'm Jamie, Soul Shine 1111. We're gonna dive in to an entire full deck quick read. I'll go really fast. I am an intuitive reader, so I'll say whatever comes in. We're gonna go into this new moon energy, okay, in Aries. First off, what I am getting, you guys, is that there's some type of redemption coming. It's as though a prosperity, right? We just have to believe in it, and that's kind of finding that longevity to really trust that we're deserving of goodness. There's this energy of embarrassment. There's this energy, this new moon is bringing in a reflection that we're missing things. We're a sadness, but yet also it's like this energy of knowing what we're being able to pinpoint what we're worried about, what we've been upset about, enough to finally come into like this equilibrium, especially after the full moon in Libra that we had, right? We're recognizing that we need to protect our energy. We're recognizing that we, figuring out ways to not necessarily redeem ourselves to anybody as much as to ourselves. And I think that's tied into that energy through reflection that I mentioned, embarrassment, right? Beginning to become okay with our lives and what it's been. So I'm just going to take this moment, angels, and call in the guides, the universe above. Use me as a clear channel for the general population, overall collective energies for this new moon in Aries, angels. Full deck read. What do we have here? Angels, use me as a clear channel. I thank you. I'm hearing the word gossip. Okay, there's something about having to stand firm in our ground, right? Whether this be beginning to rebuild a foundation separate from anything but just for ourselves. There's this energy of needing to not believe gossip or not gossip, okay? So Alexa, volume 4. Let's see what we've got going on. All right, angels, here we go. For general population, overall collective energy. Thank you. Here we go. All right, Page of Pentacles. So this is an immature energy, all right? This isn't a knight, it's not a queen, it's not a king, it's not an empress, it's not. So there's something new, right, coming in. And with it as a pentacle, Virgo, Cap, Taurus energy, it's like an extension of an offering. This person looks to be waiting though for something. So for some, this could be waiting to hear back about a job you've put into, maybe looking deep inside to figure out where a new career, right? Where to put your energy, where to spend your money in order to receive goodness back, right? We've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, but not fully believing. It's a slow movement, right? It's like, it's really deep in question, like, what do I need to do next in order to manifest financially a gain, right? 7 of Wands upright. So this is fire energy, Leo, Sag, Aries energy in this Aries moon. It's like kind of this contemplation, this look, how did I get here? Where do I need to go? And I see this crow here. This is spirit, right? You're feeling guided with this cloud over the eye, over the headspace. It's like maybe the clouds are behind you, right? And you're feeling more direction as to where to go next, all right? 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Upright, this card looks like this, like kind of upset, like indecisiveness. Did I make the wrong choice? I put so much energy into something and now I have this, but it's in reverse. So you're taking back a desire of your own independence financially. For some, this is, we've looking for balance in something else, and now we're realizing like we can't do that. We have to look for that financial balance within ourselves. So now it's the contemplation of how do I move forward, right? On my own. 5 of Pentacles in reverse in order to come out of the cold, right? 7, how do there's this energy of wanting to move fast, Cancerian energy. This is the Chariot. Who can I trust if I can't trust myself? right? You don't get on a chariot unless you trust it. And as the driver, we all are the guides of our own chariot. So figuring out how to fully trust ourselves in order to move forward and just go where we feel guided, right? The Eight of Pentacles, and also with the Chariot, this is our intuition, this is the knowing, this is choices, opportunity, right? And learning to trust your heart and where you feel guided instead of basing it off of finances and the gain of that, releasing that energy so that lotus can open and start shining your own light, not anybody else's, right? Maybe that's that redemption, releasing any ill thoughts of ourselves. Eight of Pentacles, recognizing what we've built and deciding where we go moving forward to continue to build on, okay? The Hermit up next, Virgo energy. It's like we are entering this new moon in Aries is bringing an entrance, if we're not already in a spiritual journey. And for some, I'm hearing dark night of the soul, the really fucking deep dive into our own secrets in order to figure out and get wiser for it, right? The desire to stop diverting from where you're feeling guided, where the light is, your own spirit of prosperity. That after that full moon in Libra, finding that justice, but not outside of yourself, right? Diving within on a journey, more independence, and doing so from the heart, okay? Hangman, this is an energy right now, this new moon bringing in a stuck feeling, right? This energy of contemplation, not sure where to move forward next, recognizing how we've not served people and recognizing who've served us and how we can move forward doing a better way of communicating and standing our ground with authority, right, of ourselves. The World in reverse. This is a major arcana, and what I'm getting with this is like, because of this new moon, nothing to come is going to be anything like it was, okay? The World in reverse. Everything is changing. Choices, right, bring opportunity. King of Cups in reverse. There's this energy also of wanting to not feel into things as we move forward. However, could be what's causing that stuck, that hangman energy. You can't get honest with yourself unless you're tuning in an emotional way to how you really feel in certain situations, okay? Ace of Wands in reverse. This is the energy of pulling back, right? Maybe for some you've extended an offer. Maybe somebody has extended an offer to you and you're pulling back. You're realizing the passion's not there, right? Careful with the World in reverse here, right? Dive in and take care of you. Temperance in reverse. This is Sag energy. It's like recognizing where you've given but weren't getting back, recognizing a way through an ending, okay, and deciding how to maneuver through it instead of around it, so that balance of give and take can actually start equaling out, but first and foremost for yourself, okay? For some, this is relationships ending with this in reverse that you didn't see coming. For some, or that needed to, right? And for some, this is like a completely unexpected twist, okay? Lovers in reverse. For a lot, lovers represents choice. With this Gemini energy right here, this is our social aspect. But with lovers in the choice, lovers in reverse, what we don't realize is lovers can represent a choice, right? Between two lovers. So with this in reverse, I think ultimately following the Temperance card is we are realizing where we fucked up. And this is guiding us to be able to really, where do we want to be in it for the long haul, right? If at all, with any of the past, right? So moving forward, a choice is being made in this new moon. It could have to do with financials. It could have to do with love and relationships and really ending something to redeem yourselves internally, overcome that embarrassed, upset, and sad, and make that balance the scales so that like a real good triumphant success of love can begin. You're feeling guided by spirit, okay? 18 moon in reverse, Cancer and Pisces energy. This is in reverse, so we know. Okay, this new moon is bringing in a knowing, that wise, that counselor, that knowing within, that governs, that protects protects us, right? But this is falling, and we are just letting it all go. We're talking basically, and we're admitting, so that we can finally release. Because for some, we're recognizing that shit's been biting us in the ass. How we've moved forward, the choices we've made aren't working for us, right? They're not bringing in that 10 of cups of love. It's actually the latter, right? It's not. And so we're getting honest with ourselves in order to trust that chariot, dive in and move forward, so that new things can happen for us and bad karma stops coming at us, right? What else? New moon, King of Wands in reverse. We're feeling a little bit unconnected probably with our passions and what used to ignite us. Knight of Cups in reverse. Also holding back emotions, yet doing so in a way that feels like flying under the radar. Judgment, because in reverse, we're worried of how others are going to see us, but more so how we're going to feel after we do, okay? 7 of Cups. Choices are coming in this new moon. Emotionally, okay, it's like the turtle, it's moving slow. There's a turtle down there, and water represents change. So with every choice, we're literally making 500 others, right? With our hearts, our thoughts. What the choice we make in this next moment shifts our world tomorrow, potentially. We're realizing this, okay? And figuring out 5 of Wands, how to end the conflict. This is in reverse, okay? King of Pentacles, taking your power back, how to trust in yourself in order to build your own success, and standing firm in your ground as you do this, right? 2 of Cups in reverse, endings, we have the Temperance in reverse, we have the 2 of Cups in reverse now, and the Lovers in reverse. Shit's ending. We're working at, this new moon is forcing us to really consider like what we need to let go, that we've been holding on to, what we need to communicate that's created actually enemies, right? And not just outside of ourselves, but internally, right? Fighting with our hearts. High Priestess, we know. We're just not talking, but we're figuring out a way to communicate about it, taking control of our lives back with the Emperor, all right? And the 4 of Swords, this is causing some anxiety. The 3 of Cups in reverse, another one. This is like the Lovers energy, very similar. We're releasing, maybe we've been celebrating way too much, and in this new moon, we're realizing like, fuck, my life feels chaotic. Shit feels way out of control. These choices have not only disrupted my life, but every single relationship out of love that that the universe is trying to gift me, that I'm refusing to see, right? This is causing that anxiety. Okay, it's also another way to look at this Emperor upright following the High Priestess is like, the only thing I can control is my life. And so how do I need to do that to move forward and not try to control my life, but not everybody else's, right? This is causing anxiety. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Again, loss of passion. We have the King of Wands in reverse. It's like maybe for some right now, as you dive within, you're realizing a different connection within inside yourselves, right? And this is Robbie, it feels like death. It feels like a complete rob of who you've been. But that's because the death isn't necessarily a bad card, you guys. The death represents also rebirth. Giving back to yourself with 13, 4 in a numerology, this is becoming alignment, releasing the facades that were. There's a mask laying on the ground and a crow standing over it as a skeleton. It's like, I can't look back at the past and stay stuck in it. That, I got to move forward. I just have to, right? It's not bringing goodness with the 4 of Cups. Getting stuck on the past, I'm not able to see the offering. That's the offerings, if for some that have been gifted. But now this new moon is forcing us to see it. This is in reverse. So we see the offerings now that we perhaps made really the wrong choice toward, right? And it's cost us this chaos, this stabbing towards others in the back, thinking that we were making the right choice and protecting ourselves. But really what we're realizing is it's only causing me anxiety. And really I wasn't doing anything but trying to protect myself from all these offerings of love. And now I see in this new moon, like the mishaps, that I can't blame anyone, right, for the stabs in the back. And I did that, right? I did that to myself. And now where others may have felt stabbed in the back from me, it's actually me that ended up mirroring that effect, and it's coming back tenfold, right? And for some, that's going to feel relatable. Okay, it's like taking this new moon is bringing a new beginning. 0, the Fool, a leap of faith into something else. How much I'm gonna pack the bare minimum in that satchel, and I'm gonna fucking take the leap of faith. And it's okay if I don't know where it's going next. I'm not keeping secrets anymore, because I recognize like that's not good, right? It's brought only loss. So moving forward, and then as you take that leap of faith, boom, Ace of Cups, an emotional outreach, right? Whether you to someone or somebody towards you. This is bringing in when you can communicate and talk and do things for yourself instead of fighting against yourself, right? And the good choice, the goodness that's come upon your table. It's like for some, I'm seeing this dwindle down. It's like I had it all and now I'm just settling for less, right? Whether it be about love, but it's an emotional ride with this Ace of Cups. It's like how many fishes in the sea. Now this is where I feel like I'm at when I had a huge cup full, and now it's like I made the wrong choices and I didn't see it, and now like it's like I'm backtracking. I had the world, I had it all in my hand, offered, and now it's like I'm settling in what? Some type of relationship that I feel like I'm drowning in, because I've had a taste of the goodness. Right? And for some, I'm feeling like this is like this energy of I'm drowning because now I've released what was good for me because I refused to see it. And you know, now it's like if addiction was a thing of the past and there were these connections that felt super amazing, like floating on air, it's like this energy of now that being washed out after the wrong choices with how this moon in reverse and the death card here. It's like now I'm swimming again in a mess I've made in addictions. And it doesn't have to be a substance. It can be our thought patterns. It can be the environments maybe we went back to, and now we're recognizing like, holy shit, I had actual like full on beauty and love at my fingertips, and now I'm in this type of relationship environment, romantically, whatever this is, and I'm drowning in it because now, and I know it, and denying it because I've had the taste of goodness. And so redemption is coming, right? This new moon is bringing this thought, this forefront, this energy to the forefront, and you're recognizing it, right? It's like 6 of Wands. How do I redeem myself? That seems to be the word that keeps coming up. And it's like, I talk about it. I communicate it, right? But I also can't do that unless I'm real with myself, right? I got to rise above the old and be a little bit more gentle with myself, right? If I want people to be gentle with me, I got to believe in myself, right? This new moon is bringing in Page of Cups. Maybe it's old offerings are no longer on the table. When the page steps in, also, this is a message, but this is in reverse. So for some, you're refusing messages, right? Whether it be up here in your mind, guiding you, that spirit, that energy that's keeping you locked in this drowned energy of of falling backwards. So there's a few ways to look at this. The 2 of Wands in reverse, it's like, for many, you're making this choice. This new moon is bringing in contemplation in a serious way, that you're either going to follow your spirit and your guidance, which means your heart, or you're going to stay stuck and believe like, I fucked up, so like I'm undeserving. That's not true. Don't fall for that. Okay, don't fall for if there's, with all these relationship energies, the Temperance, the 2 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, the Lovers, all in reverse. Don't let that be discouraging to you. You have the choice to move forwards. Okay, we all fall back on times. I'm not saying use it as an excuse, but use it as an example for yourself. and learn from it and move forward into your own alignment. Destiny is calling. This new moon is bringing it in, okay? Justice, right? Balance. It's coming. You just have to believe that you're worthy of it. And fuck, yes, you are. All right? Page of Wands. When you realize that again, so what I'm getting is some real back and forth energy, but mostly just feeling super stuck in the past. All right? Let it go in order to overcome. You know, it's like when we get a taste of that goodness and then we hold on to something less than what we know we're worth, right? It's like everything moving forward, we're looking for the best of what was in everything moving forward. This new moon is bringing out that, like, we're realizing, like, we're looking for that taste that I mentioned earlier in everything that we don't have anymore, but we know we did, right? You can't unlearn something. You can't undo something. You can't unfeel something unless you're completely numbing, okay? Through work, through alcohol, through shopping, whatever, gambling, whatever it's gonna be. It's like in everything you do, this new moon is starting to make you realize, like, face your shadow, move forward, right? Don't pretend with the Six of Pentacles that what happened in the past that was greatness didn't happen, to make sure, just to tell yourself that, to be okay with the entire fact that you're now in a relationship or on a path that feels less than it ever has, right? Queen of Swords in reverse. This is withholding communication, right? Maybe you're doing this because communication feels brutal right now and you just don't know how to communicate. This new moon is telling you and pushing you forward with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, like, take the risk, balance out what you need to balance out in order to decide what you need to do to prevail, right? And overcome that heartbreak with the Three of Swords. It's like, maybe it's not just been one energy. Maybe it's not just been one relationship. Maybe it's been like 1, 2, 3, over and over, right? This new moon is forcing us to recognize the patterns in order to make the changes in those patterns more geared towards triumph and success instead of chaos, sad, embarrassed, and the same cycles happening over and over, just in a different way, just with different people, you know, right? And Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe we're starting over, okay? Maybe we're walking away from financial success, as a finance, where something that brings us good finance, and we're figuring out how to become more independent and to make that on our own, right? Eight of Wands. It's like the energy is moving fast. We can't keep up. It's like, how do I keep the fuck up, right? Just go with the flow. Stop working to control it all and listen and tune into your heart, right? Spirit is guiding us in this new moon to figure out how to, I'm hearing the word promote ourselves, right? In a healthy way. Overcoming the past to step into prosperity and not feeling worried about it at all, right? Stop judging ourselves and find that justice in us. If we miss something, say it, right? Admit it to yourself. Okay, the Star, it could have to, in reverse, it could have to do with a relationship's loss. We're feeling out of balance, and this new moon is showing us where we're out of balance. Okay, that's what this reading seems to be about, and how the choices we've made have impacted us to make our sun feel like a shadow, like a thing in the past. That sun can come back. This new moon is bringing that light to us. It's not going to feel easy. For some, it's just, if you know, some of this is going to resonate, and for some of you, and others it's not going to at all. For others, to be like, oh fuck, this is it, right? Allow this reading to just take what resonates and leave the rest, but allow yourself to be open to the lessons, okay? Page of Swords in reverse. It's like, we're not going to settle for vague communication. Swords are about communication. It's about how we think. It's about, you know, with the Page of Swords, it's about extending an offer of communication. We're holding back, okay? Maybe you shouldn't hold back because it's followed by the Sun and the Star in reverse. Maybe the communication you're holding back is causing the chaos. Maybe you need to extend that offering and find the strength to do it. With the bottom of the next card out is strength, right? Don't do it in a prideful way. Don't do it from an egoic way. Do it from your heart and figure out. Follow the light that's not been there, that's causing this energy of feeling like you're drowning, right? Maybe that this is in reverse to say, like, hey, figure it out, communicate, so that this ending of the secrets and this life, deep rooted from our childhood moving forward, that inner child pain that we're carrying and pushing now on other people, we're realizing this, right? And we're realizing, like, we can't just keep what has been. We got to figure out what we want moving forward. Okay, Four of Pentacles. First, like, my throat is like, I'm feeling it. Like, communicate. All right, this new moon is here to bring us a new passion within ourselves, a new beginning. All right, a release and justice and a balance. Okay, following that, because that full moon in Libra, this is what this is bringing, figuring out our own worth. Okay, and balancing that. And Four of Pentacles, it's like, stop holding, we're releasing what we've been holding so tight to, with this being in reverse, and figuring out then, like, oh shit, that's what I need to sacrifice in order to gain new, right? Clear the space. So Two of Swords, this is about, you know, a blindfold being on and needing to make a choice, right? This new moon is presenting the choices. It can feel really lonely. Knight of Wands, it's going to be fleeting. Maybe this is in and out energy. Maybe this is where you need to look at, what's been in and out of my life, what feels good that's been in and out, and what doesn't, right? Ten of Pentacles, recognizing where the abundance is and where you want to go. What is it that you need to do? This new moon is bringing us this energy of figuring out and facing that dark night of the soul, for many, of that light and dark side of us that we all have, right? We're figuring out how to move forward and where to move forward in a way that's going to bring abundance. Okay, Five of Swords, this is upright. You got to stop deceiving yourselves, right? Stop being defensive, and recognize that when we are defensive, it's because something in ourselves knows that what we're getting defensive about is actually something true about ourselves, and we need to figure out how to honor that truth, right? Standing our own ground, not denying it anymore. Okay, this is going to help relieve some of that chaos, that codependent energy. Okay, I did see underneath this is the devil, and I don't know how it got in there. So that releasing of codependent energies that we're fighting so hard for, because this came out after that, and both upright, and we're realizing that that's not been working. So that choice is there. Three of Wands, waiting for something, right? Well, the change is here. If you've not been getting the messages, the symbols, all the things, it's because ask yourself, this new moon is telling you to ask yourself what inside of you is blocking goodness, right? What do I need to work on and go through instead of around, so this blockages start to fall? Okay, Nine of Swords in reverse. So dropping the defense, okay, when it comes to communication, just start communicating. And this is going to bring in nurturing with the Empress, right? Whether it be about yourself, nurturing yourself, you've got to take yourself and you've got to nurture yourself before you can nurture any fucking else, right? So Five of Cups, stop being so focused on what's spilled and the blood spilled, and start looking around so that you can release that, so you can see that offering, the two amazing offers, you know, the Two Cups behind you is right there waiting potentially, right? Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, stop watering what isn't working, okay? Eight of Cups, and head say goodbye, say your thanks, and head away. Eight of Cups is release of material past and search on internally for yourself. Okay, following your heart. Eight of Swords, this is like, set fire to what was. Don't commit to yourself not to hurt anymore and the others in the way that you've been hurt. This new moon is showing what we don't want, what we haven't wanted to see. Okay, it's the Mars energy. It's like the god of war, and it's actually bringing in this energy with Neptune and Pisces. The illusions are falling. We are being forced to connect with our emotions. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, as we release the fire that was and move forward with not pulling this facade that my hands are tied, because they're not. These person's hands are like this, but it's not bound with anything. He can at any point undo himself, right? When we recognize that, boom, offerings in the best way, new beginnings, finances, internally, externally, Four of Wands. For some, this is going to feel like you're out of alignment. For some, this is in reverse. It means letting go of what was, relationships, all the things, in order to gain this goodness and feeling of, okay, oh my God, I can be on fire. My soul is being guided. Do I need to trust it? Even though it feels out of alignment, maybe it's not. Okay, maybe it's not. Let go. This new moon is bringing in this understanding that we are carrying so much, right? Figure out, right, with this 10 of Wands, like you can look at with this card in two ways with where we're at in this reading. And you can look at it as well, like, okay, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to take it all on. Bring it. Like, let me carry that shit. Let me figure this shit out and carry it. Or it's like, all right, I'm feeling burdened. So what do I need to release next, right? What I'm getting for this energy in this new moon is bring it, right? Let me carry it. Try me. We are being tested, right? What do I need to do next in order to bring in this 10 of Cups? I think that your heart really knows. And this new moon is just showing you it, right? All of it. Alexa, continue. 6 of Swords. And then once we do that, we are allowing ourselves to be all emotional, right? All encompassed of beauty. When we view ourselves as that boat's coming, right? What we've been waiting for. We just have to choose to get in it. The Magician in reverse. Stop manifesting shit that you don't want. Stop manifesting shit that doesn't feel good, right? The cycles. This is in reverse. Stop, number one, as the number one, stop refusing your brand new beginning. Okay, we're seeing this in this new moon. 9 of Wands, we're drawing the lines. This is in reverse. The guards are coming down. We are realizing in this new moon that we can't hold the boundaries that maybe we did before. And maybe it's not even boundaries as much as it is like protection. That's not really a protection. Okay, whatever that means for you guys. 6 of Cups in reverse. It's like reflecting on the childhood memories, doing what we can and sitting in those thoughts, but we're refusing to for some reason. But this is maybe this is also another way to look at it, that this new moon is bringing us a release from the thought of all of that. Queen of Cups, closing it out so we don't feel putting so much energy and emotion into the past of something we can't even change. We're releasing it, right? This moon right here, upside down, falling, releasing, right? So Knight of Swords, we want to move quickly. There's this energy of wanting to move forcefully with this Knight of Swords and communicate everything. However, with the 7 of Swords next in reverse, it's like, how do I communicate that I've been deceitful, right? It's hard. Well, you communicate by being okay with needing to communicate it, because recognizing in this new moon, like what we've done, the choices we've made, in order, if our life has felt chaotic, we need to fucking make right what's been wrong, including what we've done, okay? Taking responsibility. Okay, and the bottom of and 2 of Pentacles, we're getting to the bottom of the deck here. 2 of Pentacles, this can be, juggling too much. What do I need to do to release what I'm carrying that is actually, or maybe this new moon, it's like that, figuring out what to release, right? So that you're not carrying too much, so that you so that new can come in. This dog is coming in with like a lunch, right? It's like, okay, well, as I let go of this, awesome, here's all these ships getting ready to dock and come my way with food. Who doesn't want it, right? So this new moon is bringing a release, okay? It is bringing a release. 9 of Cups in reverse of an old thought pattern, old codependent feelings that we've had. The Tower, stop, but it's in reverse. It's like, for many, there's this fear of allowing the Tower, making this choice because of what happens when that tower falls. What's that gonna look like? Well, it's going to potentially look like with the Hierophant in reverse: freedom. Old social standards. Upright, this is societal standards. This is marriage, but based off tradition. Okay. In reverse, it's unworldly. It's otherworldly. It's like the Ten of Cups manifesting in a most beautiful, harmonious way that looks different than we've ever had or felt. Okay. The Three of Pentacles, a building, right? That's the last card. Building, a rebuild of in our, not just internally with the mind, body, soul, but in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. This is the Three of Pentacles. Is it takes a community to build an arch, right, of beauty. But I think what this new moon is bringing, and how to end this with this decorating here, is like, how can I teach? Look at, there's two children right here, and here's a teacher. Like, what, taking those lessons, this new moon, that we're starting to realize about ourselves, about our lives, the journey that we've lived so far. How can I grow from this and begin to overcome it and release it, right? And then how can I, after I release it, how can I use my growth to teach others also going through it, right? We're all teachers. We're all healers. The growth never stops. It ceases only when we force a disbelief that it needs to, right? We're never done growing. We're never done learning. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you guys with just some little random oracle stuff for the right now. Patience, have patience. All right, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It is all happening. Okay, take action where action is needed. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck here, face your fears. It's not bringing goodness, it's holding you back. All right, keep going forward, you guys. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm Janie, Soulshine 1111. I'm super grateful if you're here. Subscribe, like, follow, all the things, and find me on the Facebook or Instagram for free card drops, personal ones, and all the things. If you'd like to book your own reading, how to do that is below soulshine1111.com, or shoot me a message via social media. Until next time, you guys, be love, be together. Happy new moon in Aries. Ignite your flame and go grow.